Okay, I've got a device here, exercise device called the Sand Dune Stepper, and basically has two sides to it, and it's a foam device, and it's made to simulate if you're walking, running, whatever, in deep sand. So basically you sink in and you kind of have to push your way back up and work your balance, and just going to give you a little demonstration here. So I can do this a few different ways, depending on what kind of shape I'm in, how athletic I am, and so forth. I can do march, and I can do that slower. If I need just to work a little bit of balance here, if my balance isn't so great, obviously, if I'm in better shape, I can do something a little more like this. Or I can do like rebounding. If you ever seen the mini trampolines and they advise you to do rebounding, just bounce up and down here, kind of using up, trying to stay on the ball of my foot. And I'm getting a little bit of distance here. Obviously, as you can see, it does work your balance, which is what I'm looking to get out of this. That there again, the harder I push, the more. There again, with mini trampolines, what you're looking at is the circulation for the lymphatics to push up through the bottom of the feet, through the calf, to circulate your lymphatic fluids, and just get a lot of stimulation that way. My head is really going up and down, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 inches, whatever right now. So that's a lot of stimulation to my eyes, in my inner ear, which both of those are very important for balance. So that's one of the things you're working on this. Like I say, people of various skill levels or whatever, fitness levels, whatever, can all work on this. There again, starting off as slow and deliberate as this, picking up a little speed if you can, if you get a little more comfortable with it. As I do this, there again, because I'm sinking in quite a bit. I'm working my quads, my hamstrings, my glutes. I'm incorporating that with my bare feet. My bare feet and ankles are really working hard, just like they would if I was actually running in sand. But I don't have to run in sand. This is much more controlled and easier to do for most people. And as you can hear, I've already got my heart rate up a little bit, so you can use this as a device. You can do some interval training. Like I say, do some work on there, get off and go back and do it again, however many times you want, or do something, do another exercise or two, come back and do a circuit. A lot of different ways you can do this, a lot of different levels of fitness, but all of it, regardless of how you're starting out, working on your balance, working on stimulating the eyes and inner ear, and working really, your feet all the way up through your hips quite a bit. Again, your core is still stabilizing, so you're getting a little bit of moderate work that way as well. But, if for whatever reason you couldn't jog anymore, whether because of hip, knee, ankle issues or whatever, this might be an alternative. But if nothing else, it's a nice simple tool. You can use it at home, doesn't take up a lot of space, and fairly affordable. But there again, working on anti-aging, working on balance before you have issues. To me, it's a smart thing. It's wellness, working on something to prevent it from happening, or if it's going to happen, no matter what, I'm going to minimize that effect. But I think the Sand Dune Stepper is a great tool, and if you go on their YouTube channel, look at some of the various people with various physical issues using this, there's some really pretty amazing results, and I challenge you to do that if you find this interesting.